everyone, thanks for joining me today. We are going to make an upcycled wreath. First, I wanted to give you some updates of some classes that are coming. We just added some virtual museum visits for March and April, so check out the calendar often for updates. All of these virtual visits are going to be offered on Saturdays, so they will be great for working schedules and for families. So I hope you can join us for some of these fun visits. And now we can start our class. Today we're going to learn how to make an upcycled magazine wreath. So the process takes a little bit of time. So maybe you want to turn something on TV or listen to a great audiobook. Come into the library or call us first if you need some suggestions on what to get. It does take quite a bit of prep time to cut out all the squares and fold and glue them, but the outcome is wonderful. I am going to hang this on my door. I think you would need, it's okay to put outside if it's not raining or if you have an overhang. It would be great if you put like a little bird in there or a frog or maybe a bunny or an Easter egg. You can also, on top of the string that I gave you on back, hang a big colorful ribbon on top to add more color to it. So why don't we go ahead and we're going to get started. Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today for the adult craft class. We are going to make an upcycled magazine wreath. Yes, all of these cutouts are from magazine pages, and you can see all the gorgeous colors. I think this is going to turn out great. It's going to bring a pop of color into your house for the spring, and I know a place that has a lot of discarded magazines. So you're going to come to the library and your kit is going to be 2 magazines. I pulled all interior design magazines and fashion magazines because they have lots of bold, bright colors in the ads and in the articles. And you're going to get a template, which is this, to cut out all the squares. So you're going to trace and cut. So you're going to want I used a pencil to trace it and then a good pair of scissors. And I did all of that first. I tore the pages out of the magazine and I just started making the templates. This is what we're going to glue them on, and we'll put this on first before you glue anything else. So I like doing it like an assembly line and cutting all of these out. So I cut out 300, which turns into this. I will let you know as our video continues if I needed this many. I just wanted to start with a good amount. I went for a lot of yellows, purples, blues, oranges, and I will show you the step by step, but I just wanted to show you what I started with, and I will come back and show you what the wreath looks like and give you the step-by-step instructions. All right, everybody, good news. I did not need all of that pile of magazine rolls. I only needed about 150. So, but you don't have to make it as tight as this one. So this is about 10 rows deep. I think it would be nice if it was a little looser too. That way you can open up the middles. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is put the ribbon through the hole. So let's fold it in half. Take your twine, feed it through. You're going to get a loop. Feed that through just like that and knot it at the top. It's not really going to be visible by the time you add on all the magazines, and you can also cover it with a ribbon over the whole top. So you'll want a hook there to hang it from. And when you start, you're going to want to just go through your magazine and pull out loose pages. Now you can see it doesn't really matter what's on the triangles. I do try to focus on taking white borders off and taking my template and going right in the middle of the square there. So what I did was take a pencil and draw. And I chose a pencil just because I didn't want to see any marks in case. So with something like this, I can get 4 on this page. So there's 4 right there. A great big colorful page. Now I will go ahead and I'm going to set that one aside. Let's go to the next page. Are you going to be able to see that? That would be a good color of pink. You're not going to be able to tell what it was, so you can put it right in the middle if you just want that one square. Or you can choose this interior design page and get 1 or 2. The whole square is folded, so you're not going to see that much of it. Ads are great. I love all this gray space. There's a lot of big colorful borders. You can open up any magazine. I would tear out this page for the orange. Here's a cute cat page, and you can cut that all out. It has blues and blacks. For all my cat friends, they would love this page. So any of the pages, you're not really going to be able to see what the picture is or what the words are. You're going to be able to see just small pops of color when they're in. So the next thing you're going to want to do, you're going to want to do that for 1 to 2 magazines and end up with about 150 of these squares. So tear out the pages, use your template, pencil what you want to cut, then you're going to go back and cut them all out and make a big pile. Because then we're going to want to go and turn them all into this. And this is what you saw that I had a big pile of. Super easy. Warm up your glue gun, and all you're going to do is decide. Do you want it this way or do you want it this way? And again, that's just dependent. How much time do you want to put into that? So you just need 1 little dot of hot glue in one corner. So just put it right here. And then go and fold it over. You need to hold it for just a second. Tap it down. And then you're going to end up with this. Now the reason I say hot glue is because the magazine pages are shiny. If you use liquid glue, it can just be a little slippery and it'll take a long time to dry. So I think the hot glue is better. So I do a little step-by-step process, and now I'm going to make all of these and I'll set them aside. And then the next step is you need to take them and fold them in half. So almost you flatten it. So here's what we just made. Use a little bit of glue so you can fold it. And it's like you're making it into a petal. So all you're doing is folding it in half. So the color part actually goes on the inside. So if you picked this page because of the greens, though I think it would work on the outside, put it on the inside. That's the color that you want to see, because then when you fold it, let's do this one with the green on the inside so you can see one more. Just hold it for a second while it's drying. And you could see, this is why I said put something on TV that's not too serious that you can listen to, or a great audio book, and see how the green is on the inside. And then you'll take it and fold it in half. So you're going to set aside a bunch of these. I find it easier to just do all the steps at once. Cut out all the squares, fold all the little cylinder pages, and then go back and fold them all. And then I started gluing. So what I did was start on the outside and work my way in. So I did a whole outer edge and then I kept going in. So we'll put a little bit of glue down. Put one here. Again, now I'm going to put another line of glue right next to it. And you see it just automatically just pops out. So you don't have to make them quite as tight as this one. So, but then the next row, what I didn't go directly over it. I went in the middle. So go around one whole outer row. And then when you're ready to start the next row, you're going to go in the middle. And just keep going around row by row. So the more space you give in between, the more you are going to be able to pop open the magazine pages and see in between. So automatically I'm doing this one looser. And of course you don't get the full effect until you're completely done. But when you're looking at it, and then all you have to do for the last step, so you keep working your way around row by row, stick your finger in those magazine pages and pop them open. And the inside row, I did not glue it, but I did need to push it in. So I had to fold it in. But I think it looks like a big flower. I absolutely love it. I think it's worth the hours that it took. Now, as I said, I did 300 of these rolls in the beginning. I only needed about 100 to 150. So my suggestion is go through the magazines, pick your favorites. I think you should have enough with that amount, but there's so many pretty pictures. It can turn out no matter what colors you add. This could be really fun to do with the kids as a little project, practicing cutting, doing the gluing. So I hope people can join me for the follow-up class. I chose an evening class for this March one just because I wanted to see what everybody thought about doing such a long project. Independent, I wanted to see what colors you chose and how it turned out. So join us. We have a lot of fun. We talk about books, TV shows, other crafts we're working on. And it's just a good time to get together and we have an open talk instead of the pre-recorded class. So keep going with this. It may take you a while, but just keep gluing. This is how mine looked when I started, and it does end up like this. So keep going, don't give up, have lots of fun, and keep on crafting. I'll see you soon.